We're coming to you live from Walt Kroll Athletic Field here on the beautiful campus of Columbus Catholic High School for this afternoon's CAFL matchup between the Marshfield Bandits and the Northern Light Cowboys. Good afternoon, everyone, or good morning right now. Steve Maves alongside Lucas Holheisel here at beautiful Columbus Catholic High School. The Northern Light Cowboys coming in for game number 1 in this 2020 summer football season. They were the champions last year, as told to me by Brandon Berg, and the Marshfield Bandits still looking for win number 1 as they will again take on Northern Light after coming off of a couple of tough losses against the Minnesota Grizzlies in week 1 and the River City Rough Riders in week 2. Had last week off, looking to get on the winning side here this afternoon. And before we get things going, our starting lineups are brought to you by Grassland Dairy. Exciting and rewarding career opportunities are available now at Grassland Dairy. Visit grassland.com and pick up your new career now. For the Marshfield Bandits on offense, starting wide receiver number 1, Walt Kroll. As you will see throughout the broadcast today, the Bandits have gotten most of their uniforms in. One box did not come in after a shipping mishap in Cincinnati. He'll be here hopefully before their next game. As mentioned, starting wide receiver number 1, Walt Kroll. Quarterback Jackson Ott, number 4. Number 7 running back Dan Featherston. Number 22 running back Neil Ott. Wide receiver number 31 Zachary Wheeler-Savoy. And at tackle, Kevin Steins at number 50. Number 54, the guard, William Meyer. 68, the center, Walker Suda. 73 at offensive line, Logan Miharg. Tight end, Andrew Schertz wears 87. And at guard, 96, Scott Van Handel. That is your Marshfield Bandits offensive starting lineup. And for the Northern Light Cowboys out of the Eau Claire area, starting wide receiver, number 1, Jay Greenhill. Wide receiver, Connor Husby, wears number 3. Quarterback, number 16, Daniel Hoopert. Another wide receiver, DeAndre Houston, wears 11. And Anton Dorsey, wide receiver, 25. Orion Knief, an offensive lineman. Carter Burdoff, a offensive lineman. Stoney West, Doug Hamilton, offensive line. Number 80, Clint Husby, the wide receiver. And at 94, an offensive lineman, Chris Garner. That is your starting lineup for offensive starting lineup for the Northern Light Cowboys here this morning into this afternoon. Again, week 3 of games for the Bandits. Week 1 for the Northern Light Cowboys here in 2020. Again, your starting lineups were brought to you by Grassland Dairy. Exciting and rewarding career opportunities are available now at Grassland Dairy. Visit grassland.com and pick up your career now. Again, beautiful morning into afternoon here at Walt Kroll Field. The clock says 6 minutes. We say about 4.5 minutes, 5 minutes, as we get going again on this picturesque Saturday afternoon. Grass is cut, the lines are painted, and we are about to get underway. Again, the Bandits, for the most part, got their uniforms in. Got one box. There were 2 boxes on their way, as one of them again got little shipping mishap in Cincinnati. Had to repackage. The box got damaged, and they had to repackage the jerseys for them to get here. But better late than never. I mean, they look pretty nice. Again, both teams wearing white, as the Cowboys in their white uniforms and the Bandits this afternoon in their white uniforms. We'll try our best to keep them figured out throughout the afternoon here. The other crew, Jason Zaleski, heading down to Sparta for Chaparral's baseball. That starts at 1 o'clock. I believe his pregame will start at 12:50 for that game this afternoon down in Sparta. That's going to be a heck of a game. The Sparta Miller and the Marshfield Chaparrals before the Yellow River rivalry tomorrow in Pittsville. So again, the Marshfield Bandits and the Northern Light Cowboys here this afternoon on this beautiful day in Marshfield as the officials getting everything figured out. The coin toss was had, our same crew as we've had the first 2 weeks. The lines or the down markers are set, and now we'll just await the final warm-ups from the Cowboys before we get going here this afternoon in Marshfield. Again, live from Walt Kroll Field for this CAFL matchup between the Marshfield Bandits and the Northern Light Cowboys. Jackson Ott, the quarterback for the Bandits, had a pretty good week, had a pretty good game a couple weeks ago. They got into the red zone 6 times, scored twice. So that is a spot of emphasis for Marshfield this week to get into the red zone and finally finish where they need to be as the Cowboys are finishing up their warm-ups right in front of us here. Again, the clock says 3 minutes. They started a little early, but we will be underway as the Bandits look to be ready already. Cowboys finishing up, working left to right. We'll have the opening kickoff as the teams finish up here against C-Maps alongside Lucas Holheisel as we close in on the top of the hour here in Marshfield. The Northern Light Cowboys and the Marshfield Bandits as our Grassland Dairy pregame show is about to wrap up here in Marshfield. We will take a quick break here from Grassland Dairy and come back with our opening kickoff here from Marshfield. Back to Walt Kroll Field or right after this.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Oh, that's fine. Back to Walt Kroll Field as we will have our national anthem in just a moment. Kevin Steins is going to introduce our national anthem singer, and then we will have our national anthem in just a second. We will step away for that. We will keep it here though, but then we will have our national anthem momentarily. We'll turn off my mic, turn up the field mic, and have our national anthem here from Walt Kroll Field right now.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were from gallantly streaming, and the rockets waved and the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
As always, a wonderful national anthem sung there here this afternoon. Again, the Marshfield Bandits and the Northern Light Cowboys here from Walt Kroll Field. Our first quarter sponsor, Marshfield Country Club. Marshfield Country Club is located just west of Marshfield on County Road H. Enjoy 18 holes of golfing along the picturesque Yellow River with golf available for all skills. Marshfield Country Club also has a full menu including burgers, sandwiches, and homemade pizza. Marshfield Country Club Restaurant is also fun at night. Make your tea time now by visiting golfmcc.com. Again, Steve Mabs alongside Lucas Holheisel here at beautiful Walt Kroll Field in Marshfield, just past 12 o'clock for the CAFL matchup this afternoon between the Marshfield Bandits and the Northern Light Cowboys. And it looks like Marshfield will be kicking off, from left to right. No, they will be receiving to start things off. Forecast at kickoff 80 beautiful degrees. Couldn't have asked for a much better day here in Marshfield. Again, Jason Zaleski will be heading down to Sparta for the Marshfield Chaparrals and Sparta Miller. 2 games, 2 screens. Full action this afternoon along the Zaleski Sports network of pages, as Marshfield will be receiving Dylan Pawnback out there wearing 24 this afternoon. Again, new jerseys, new numbers for the Bandits here today. Also back there, number 31, Zachary Wheeler-Savoy. And Neil Ott, I believe, as well, 22 on the far side. And for the Northern Light Cowboys, Daniel Hoopert, possibly. Nope, Darren Mackey, the kicker, will be working from left to right, and the Cowboys and the Bandits from right to left. Tees it up at the 35-yard line. Dylan Pawn back to receive for the Bandits here as the Northern Light Cowboys kick off their first game of the 2020 season. And it is a line drive, and it's going to be taken at about the 33-yard line on the far side. He's going to be smothered and taken down at the 30. Give him the 42-yard line. And that is where Jackson Ott and company will take over here with 14:54 to go in the first half. Or in the first quarter, pardon me. See if the Bandits can work as well as they did the last couple weeks offensively. Again, they got into the red zone 6 times last week. As Stoney West, big defensive lineman in there, 72 for the Cowboys. Neil Ott back there with Jackson. Savoy near side as the wide receiver. 4 wide receivers set to begin the ball game for the Bandits. Again, head off last week. See what they can do here on their opening drive. Finds Savoy near side at the 45 and gets ripped down about the 49-yard line. Good first play from scrimmage for the Bandits. That's exactly what they did last time, 2 weeks ago as well. They got started off pretty well, lost a couple yards, and then turned it over. Jackson had an interception in the end zone. There was a fumble in the red zone, and the Bandits shot themselves in the foot a couple weeks ago. Near side as well, David Dix wears 13. He's in the slot. 2 receivers to the far side. Second down and about 5 yards to go. Back to pass again, rolling out to his right. Finds Neil Ott on the wheel route. He's going to break a tackle. Going to get ripped down at about the 50-yard line. Gain a couple more yards, and it's going to be 3rd down and 3 yards to go. Good wheel route by Neil, and the Bandits looking for their first down of the afternoon. Under 14 to go here in the first 14 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 3rd down and about 3. Ball at the 50-yard line. Wheeler Savoy, the running back or the wide receiver near. Two backs behind Jackson Ott. The pressure is on. They're going to hand it off to Neal up the middle. Gets past the 50. Tries to break a tackle. He does to the 45. First down for the Bandits. Nice blocking up front. Good running by Neal Ott. And a first down here for the Bandits on their opening possession. Neal Ott comes out. Dan Featherston, number 7, takes the field. Again, our pal Brandon Berg was a game-time decision. He's sitting down there right next to Coach Good, 84. Featherston back there in the backfield with Jackson Ott. Back to pass again. Pressure is on, and he's going to get taken down. Slipped on the grass and down to about the 45-yard line. This is exactly what happened in their previous game. They got a first down, was really starting to move the ball well, and then a couple of big mistakes, and the wheels fell off. A big loss of about 10, and it's going to be second down and 21 with 12:20 to go in the first quarter. Had the right idea, dropping back to pass. A couple of guys in there to block, just unable to execute. Ott's going to hand it off up to the right side. Has room, falls forward as 15, Jesse Buchanan. The running back, 6 foot, 195, a gain of a couple, and it's going to be third down and long for Marshfield. Jackson Ott runs over to Coach Good, gets the play as the Northern Light Cowboys, again, in their first game of the year. They won the championship last year. Lost a lot of guys, a lot of them on this Marshfield team this year, as told. The Goods were on the Cowboys last year. And back to pass is Jackson Ott. Pressure is on, rolls out to his left. Looking for Wheeler Savoy down the near sideline. He's up and he got it, but he's out of bounds. Great effort by Wheeler Savoy, falling onto his back, making the catch, but out of bounds he was, and it's going to be fourth down and long for the Bandits. Good execution, good play. Just unable to stay in bounds. Was behind the defender, just unable to catch it and get a paw in bounds. Fourth down and 14, 11-10 to go in the first quarter. Again, a good first stint for the Bandits. Back to punt is David Dix, 13. Two back for the Cowboys, low snap. And he's going to run to the right side. He's going to get smothered up, and that is one place that the Bandits have struggled with here this season, has been the punt game and a turnover on downs, and it will give the Cowboys some good starting field position inside Bandits territory at about the 45-yard line. First and 10 for Northern Light. Again, out of the Eau Claire area, they will not have any home games, as well as the Eau Claire Northwoods League, or not Northwoods League, but the Eau Claire Cavaliers will not have any home games either. So looking to play some more games here in Marshfield, as they had some scheduled over in Eau Claire, but unable to have any played in Carson Park. 11 minutes to go, first quarter. Again, a turnover on downs on the opening possession for the Bandits, and the Cowboys spread out early on with Hoopert, the quarterback. In motion goes Houston. They're going to hand it off on the counter and up the middle with a good run to begin. They'll be taken down, a gain of a couple there for the Cowboys. Get 33, Sam McBride on the carry. A couple of roster changes for the Cowboys here in their game day roster. Sam McBride, the running back. Receiver to the near side is Connor Husby. Second down and 5 for the Cowboys. Going to hand it off again to McBride up the middle. He's going to get stonewalled and carry 3 or 4 defenders of the Bandits and gain a couple more. It's going to be third down and about 4 with 10:10 to go in the first quarter. McBride was stopped at the line and then was able to carry a couple defenders with him. Hubert, the quarterback, 16. Jay Greenhill, the wide receiver, comes in. Connor Husby as well, the tall receiver to the near side. DeAndre Houston in the slot. Jay Greenhill stands next to Hubert in the backfield. Third down and 4. 9.5 to go. They're going to hand it off to Greenhill. Going to try the near side. He's got blockers. Going to break a tackle. Stiff arm to the 30 and out of bounds near the 27-yard line. A first down for the Cowboys. Good blocking up front for Northern Light, and Greenhill is able to use his speed to get to the corner and get that first down for Northern Light on their opening possession. First and 10 for the Cowboys. Again, both rosters about the same size of number of players. The Cowboys have a couple fewer, it looks like. But Hubert, along with Greenhill, stands next to him to his left. First and 10 for Northern Light. Back to pass is Hubert. And into the corner, and it's going to be caught from his knees inside the 10-yard line. And it's going to be a first down and goal to go. Great catch there from Trey Griffin, number 17 on the flag route. And it's going to be first and goal for Northern Light. Again, we saw those guys practicing that route during warm-ups, and Griffin was right there, right where he needed to be. Clint Husby, the receiver to the far side. Griffin in the slot to the far side. Couple of receivers near side. Hubert in the shotgun with Greenhill. Going to hand it off. No, he's going to keep it himself to the left side. He's going to be untouched into the end zone. Touchdown for Northern Light. That is quarterback Daniel Hubert. And a 6-yard touchdown scamper for Hubert, and it is 6-0 Northern Light. It was a quarterback keep the whole way and was able to scamper in from the left side with 7:50 to go in the first quarter. And going to try for 2 here are the Cowboys. Getting started at about their 42-ish, maybe. And now Greenhill stands to Hubert's right side. Going to hand it off to Greenhill. Gets to the outside. Going to break a tackle. It's going to be ripped down. Nicely done there from behind on the tackle. 32, Matt Erickson. That will end the drive for the Cowboys. They score with 7:50 to go in the first quarter. It is 6-0 Cowboys. Back to Walt Kroll after this.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. So you can stream, capture, and post without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
Northside Computers is Marshfield's U.S. Cellular store. Visit us on South Central Avenue in Marshfield for the latest Samsung, Apple, personal cellular devices, tablets, and more.
Taqueria El Sol sirve la comida mexicana más auténtica en Wisconsin Central. Taqueria El Sol está en Marshfield, en Avenida South Central y calle 17. Está abierta cada día. Taqueria El Sol prepara salsa y guacamole cada día. Y tiene un menú con muchas recetas familiares de México. Taqueria El Sol tiene una tienda de comestibles también. Se venden comidas mexicanas secas, refrigeradas y congeladas para ayudarle a servir la comida mexicana, la más auténtica en Wisconsin Central. Taqueria El Sol en la Avenida South Central en Marshfield.
Back to Marshfield as the Northern Light Cowboys lead 6-0 after a 6-yard touchdown run by Daniel Hubert, the quarterback for Northern Light. Run in from the left side, had a nice pass to Trey Griffin on that drive as well. And back to kick will be Darren Mackey from left to right. Another line drive that's going to be bounced to the left side. Going to be taken, tries to come back to the near side. Looking for blockers, has room, and to the 50-yard line. They're going to be taken out, and Kevin Steins with a good stop for the Neil Ott. So great job going all the way from the far side to the near side, and is able to get into Cowboys territory to start the next drive for Jackson Ott and the Bandits. As they, after that happened, they moved the benches back a couple of inches, a couple of feet. Make sure nobody tumbles over them. Two running backs with Jackson. Going to hand it off to Buchanan to the right side, and it's going to be taken down. A gain of a couple, and a flag on the play on the far side. Illegal motion on Marshfield. Taken back 10 yards. Repeat first down with 7:15 to go. As now 7:14, 6-0, and now they wind the clock. Taking back 5 yards, pardon me. First down and 15 here on the second possession for Marshfield. Again, they had a good first down on their opening 3 plays, but then after that it was a tumble by Jackson, a run, and incomplete pass out of bounds. As Ott with 2 receivers to the near, one to the far, and split backs behind him. And back to pass goes Jackson Ott with the pressure coming in, rolls to his left. On his feet he goes. He's going to be taken down with about 5 Cowboys around him. Gains a couple of yards back, and it's going to be second down and about 11 or 12 for Marshfield. Second and 11 with 6:10 to go in the first quarter. Again, don't forget, stick around at halftime. This first quarter, knock on wood, moving pretty quickly. 6-0 Cowboys. In second quarter, we'll have a opportunity to hear from Humped Well Drilling Incorporated, along with Badger Title, and then a big halftime show for you. As Jackson Ott looks at the blitzer as he pulls back. Ott rolls out to his right. Still looking. Across the middle he goes. It's intercepted by Akeem Peterson, and he's going to be taken down, and a flag comes in. 2 flags come in, and Peterson with the interception as tried to throw it across his body and throw it back into the middle of the field, and it's going to be a personal foul, horse collar on Marshfield, and so the interception plus 15 yards, and Northern Light with more life, and they will have an opportunity with great field position, see if they can put another one on the board. So again, Ott tried to throw across his body, and Akeem Peterson was right there, big linebacker for Northern Light, and is able to pick it off and take it about the 48-yard line, but then add 15 more yards onto that after the personal foul horse collar, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cowboys at the 38-yard line of Marshfield. So receiver to the near side, Connor Husby. Hubert trying to lead his team again. Going to hand it off and bounce it out to the outside. He's going to be taken down. A huge tackle there. Nicely done by Jeremiah Ritz, and it's going to be a big loss, 2nd down and long, as Jay Greenhill had nowhere to go. Good tackle there in the backfield as Greenhill tried to bow bow it out to get to the outside and get a better angle, and Jeremiah said, absolutely not. Jeremy, excuse me. Second down and 16, under 5 minutes to go. First quarter here from Walt Kroll Field in Marshfield. Again, in about 40 minutes or so, we'll have Chaparral's baseball from Sparta. 2 games, 2 screens. Watch them both, as you will have a great opportunity throughout the afternoon to get some great sports. And right across the line goes Andy Perchalski, and 5 yards up goes the Cowboys. Trying to jump the snap, but ran right through the line with nothing doing. Way too early on the on the pressure. Second down and 12, 11 with 4:10 to go. 3 receivers on the near side now for the Cowboys. One to the far side, Greenhill to Hubert's left side. And going to hand it off to Greenhill right up the middle. Has room to the 30, 25, and breaks a tackle, and inside the 20 to about the 15-yard line, and a first down for the Cowboys. Ran right up the middle on the draw play and had nothing but green grass, and the tackle made by the Bandits at the last second. It's going to be first and 10 from the 15-yard line. .325 to go, opening quarter here from Walt Kroll Field in Marshfield. Again, beautiful afternoon, plenty of time to come out and watch a game. Free admission, great food, great social distancing if that is your cup of tea. Lots of room around the field here. Hubert to the near side, and that's going to be caught by Husby on the wide receiver screen, and he's going to be taken down at about the 11 or 12 yard line. It's going to be second down for the Cowboys. We've seen that work a couple times against Marshfield this season so far, those wide receiver screens. We had a touchdown off of one last week or 2 weeks ago from Dylan Pawn for Marshfield. Everybody kind of stopped because they thought it was an incomplete pass. Dylan said it was not. The officials agreed with him, and he walked into the end zone for the touchdown a couple weeks ago for Marshfield. 2:15 to go, first quarter. Hubert with the running back McBride to his left. 3 wide receivers set to the left side. And into the end zone for Husby, and it's going to be corner incomplete and out of bounds. Tried to tiptoe his way on or into the end zone on the sidelines and was just not quite able to get his final foot down. And it's going to be third down and 7 with under 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Good throw by Hubert. Good attempt there by Connor Husby, just unable to make the play. And it's going to be third down for Northern Light. 2 to the far, 2 to the near for the Cowboys. McBride to new quarterback Luke Holloway. And is going to keep it himself. Rolls out to the left. Nothing but green grass. And he is going to dive into the end zone for the touchdown. Luke Holloway from 11 yards out for the Cowboys. They lead 12-0 with 1:52 to go in the opening quarter. Little QB option, but it was nothing but green grass for Holloway. He kept it himself the whole way. Faked it to McBride, but there was not going to be anything but running for Holloway on the scamper. 1:52 to go, 12-0 Cowboys, and they turn the interception into points. They're going to try for the 2-point conversion again as Holloway still in at quarterback. And left-handed pass to the far corner is going to be incomplete and out of bounds. So got away with a possible little push there in the end zone as well. Incomplete as the 2-point conversion is failed. 1:52 to go in the first quarter. 12-0 Northern Light. Back to Marshfield after this.
Citizens State Bank of Loyal is your independently owned community bank with locations just a short drive or walk from where you work and live. Citizens State Bank of Loyal invites you to a banking relationship that will always put you first. Personal, business, and agricultural services provided by people that live just across town and around the corner. At Citizens State Bank of Loyal, we pride ourselves in our involvement in the communities we serve. See us today in Neilsville, Marshfield, Spencer, Granton, and Loyal. Citizens State Bank of Loyal, an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm the director at Little Sprouts. Little Sprouts has been a real great community. It's very family friendly. It feels like a big family to me, and being the new director here, I felt very welcomed into the family. I like the smaller family. Everybody knows everybody, and you all get to know everybody in the center, and we do family activities and much of a family atmosphere.
Back to Walt Kroll Field here in Marshfield as the Cowboys take a 12-0 lead over the Marshfield Bandits. 12-yard run from Luke Holloway in at quarterback for the final couple plays of that drive. The touchdown run and the touchdown run and the 2-point conversion attempt. You're going to be kicking it away again is Darren Mackey. Dylan Pawn back to receive, and beautiful high-end over-end kick will be taken by Pawn at about the 10-yard line. Looking to come near side, has blocks, has room to the 40. He's going to be ripped out of bounds, and that is where the Bandits will start their next possession at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 for Marshfield. Again, they've had relatively good starting position. Had one inside the Cowboys territory the last drive. Had a penalty. Had a little run and then a interception from Ott, which was picked off by Akeem Peterson. And now it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line for Marshfield with 1:42 to go in the opening quarter. And miscommunication for the Cowboys. We saw that quite a bit with River City 2 weeks ago, not having the right personnel on the field. And back to pass goes out, rolls out to his right across the middle. It's almost intercepted again by Jay Greenhill, who just subbed into the game. for the Bandits, including Victor Williams. It's going to be third down for Northern Light. 14 and a half minutes to go, and a timeout taken by the Cowboys. Will do the same. 14:32 to go in the first half. 12-0 Northern Light. Back to Marshfield after this.
Are you living with a prosthesis that is causing discomfort or pain? You have options, and I'm here to help. Hi, my name is Shai. I'm the owner of Next Step Prosthetics in Marshfield. You have a choice where you go for prosthetic care. My focus and specialty is providing a prosthesis that you enjoy wearing to help you get your life back. Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Let's take the next step together to a better life.
Back to Marshfield as the Cowboys use their first time out of the first half here. They lead 12-0 as it's going to be third down. We've seen this happen a couple times against Marshfield so far this season where it's been third down and able to possibly get off the field. And then the opposing team takes a timeout and they capitalize on that timeout and see what the Cowboys can do here. Third down and 10 from the 16-yard line with 14 and a half minutes to go in the first half. Three receivers to the near side, one to the far side. Again, they had a big opportunity and a dropped pass by Clint Husby. Ernest Williams with Jay Greenhill flanking him to his right. And it's going to be a false start there by DeAndre Houston, and 5 more yards back go the Cowboys. So after coming out of a timeout, you do not like to see that. But third down and 15 from the 11-yard line now. Same formation with 3 near, 1 far. With Ernest Williams back at quarterback. Back to pass. Third and 15. Looking. Finds across the middle. It's going to be dropped. Great defensive play there by Dylan Pawn in the secondary. Knocks it out of the hands of Connor Husby. And third down and 15 goes to fourth down and 15. Great job by the Bandits defensive secondary in Dylan Pawn. It's going to be fourth down and 15. Husby had it in his grasp, but out of nowhere came Pawn and knocked it out. Fourth down and 15, and the Cowboys coach giving a play as he runs almost halfway out onto the field. And has to jog back out onto the sideline, gets a play called into Ernest Williams. Fourth down and 15 yards to go. Again, didn't see a kicker out there on their couple touchdowns. And a timeout taken by the Cowboys as the play clock was running down, and with 4:26 to go, it's going to be fourth down and 15 for the Cowboys after we take this quick timeout.
Experience choice at Mid-State Technical College. Experience your choice of small, in-person classes, online classes, innovative technology class options, or your choice of any combination to fit your needs. You can also choose to get started here and finish at a 4-year, or with an associate degree in one of our 60 in-demand programs. Experience choice at Mid-State Technical College. Get started at mstc.edu.
Just heard a word from our new sponsor, Mid-State Technical College. I'd like to thank Mid-State for coming on here this summer, as we will again be able to bring you baseball highlights up at Zaleski Sports, Zaleski Sports Wisconsin, and Zaleski Sports Stevens Point, as the Marshfield Pride sweep the Stevens Point Club in both their games last night. Going to be 4th down and 15 yards to go. 3 receivers to the near side and 1 to the far side. Didn't see a kicker, no punter. And back to pass is Williams again. Pressure's on from John Good. Rolling out, has a receiver in and out of the hands of the wide receiver, DeAndre Houston, and a turnover on downs for Northern Light and the Marshfield Bandits into the red zone to begin their next possession here in the second quarter. And before they take the field, I'd like to thank Badger Title. Looking for a full-service title insurance company? Badger Title is the place to be. Badger Title offers extension closing services, title insurance, letter reports, construction disbursements, and more. Give Cheryl a call today for all your real estate service needs at 715-389-2900. And a late flag comes in as a late substitution. Neil Ott up the middle, inside the 10, tries to spin away, and he is going to hang on inside the 5, and the clock needs to stop. Late flag came in, a late substitution by Chase Fetplace, and move them up even a little further. They're inside the 2 or 3 yard line, and it's going to be 2nd and 1 as they defer the penalty, and they did get a first down. So 1st down and goal inside the 1 yard line for Jackson Ott and company. John Good, the blocking running back in there for Marshfield. Ball's on the ground. Neil Ott picks it up. He walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Marshfield. A 1-yard touchdown run from Neil Ott as the ball went through Jackson's legs on the snap. Neil found it, picked it up, and scampered into the end zone from a yard out. And the Bandits are on the board with 13:32 to go in the opening half. Kind of the way things have gone for Marshfield this year is the ball went through the legs of Jackson Ott on a 1st and goal from the 1, but then Neil picked it up and was able to make his way into the end zone and cut this lead in half. 12-6 now Cowboys as Jackson is back out there trying for the 2-point conversion. John Good along with Andy Perchalski flank Jackson Ott with a couple of receivers set. Back to pass. He's going to keep it himself to the right side. Walk in for the 2-point conversion, and it is good. With 13:32 to go in the opening half, the Marshfield Bandits get on the board. They trail now 12-8. We'll be back to Walt Kroll Field right after this.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know.
Ernest Williams to Trey Griffin on a 4th down and 7. extends the Cowboys lead. Dylan Pawn will receive through his hands. He will take it up at the 5-yard line, looking for some blockers, gets a couple, and going to tiptoe around up to the 40, the 45, and fall forward. Nicely done, a 40-yard kickoff return for Dylan Pawn after it did not look too promising, but able to get something out of it. And it's going to be first down and 10 for the Bandits here at their own 46-yard line. So making something out of nothing was Dylan Pawn. And got a issue with the down marker on the far side. Got to tie something back together, and they will get it going again. 11:29 to go, 20-8 Northern Light. As they got it all and ready to go. Coach Good looking to Jackson Ott, and they'll be ready to go momentarily. Again, don't forget to stick around for our Wheelers halftime show. Give you a rundown of this one, give you an update from Sparta, and get you ready for half number 2. And again, a look at our upcoming Zaleski Sports schedule this week. All beginning tomorrow with more baseball, a lot of baseball. 3 games tomorrow for you. Jackson Ott with 2 running backs. Going to hand it off to Neil Ott on the far side. Tries to bounce and off the helmet, and he's got to hang on as he's going to get smacked by Stoney West in the backfield. Broke a couple tackles, tried to bubble out, run back, and get a better angle, but nowhere to go for Neil Ott, and a loss of a yard. It'll be second down and 11 minutes to go in the second quarter. With Zachary Wheeler-Savoy to the far side. Haven't called his name much except the incomplete pass on their first drive. Going to flip it out to Neal to the far side, try to get the edge, breaks the tackle, and going to get pushed out after a gain of maybe a yard, maybe 2. It's going to be third down and long for Marshfield here with 10:30 to go in the opening half. Just past 1 o'clock here in Marshfield as you're watching Bandits football at ZaleskiSports.com. Steve Mabes alongside Lucas Holheisel here on this beautiful afternoon in Marshfield at Walt Kroll Athletic Field here on the beautiful campus of Marshfield Columbus Catholic High School. Zachary Wheeler-Savoy, the receiver to the near side. Split backs, Neil Ott and Jesse Buchanan. Flank Jackson Ott. Jackson back pass, rolling out to his right. Pressure on him immediately. He's going to be taken down immediately. And a big sack there for 39, Trevor Strand. And all the way back to the 30-yard line. All the way back to the 30-yard line. A huge loss. Going to be fourth down and a mile for the Bandits with 9:25 to go in the first half. See if David Dix can do like he did last time and pin the Cowboys back a little bit. Josh Watson stands back at his own 20-yard line as miscommunication for the Bandits continues. Austin Stein's in there to long snap. And don't have enough guys as Scott Van Handel in there now to snap for Austin Steins. Low snap, gets through the hands of David Dix. He's going to have to pick it up, runs backwards, and able to kick it away, and it's going to be caught there by the Cowboys, Chase Fiddleplace. And that is where the Northern Light Cowboys will take over first and 10 with 8:29 to go here in the opening half. It's going to be first and 10 at about the 12 or 13 yard No score from Sparta. They play in the top of the second inning. Beautiful diamond down in Sparta, as thought it would be. Two receivers set, one to the far, one to the near. Pressure's on early, rolling out to his left. Has room, does Jackson not. Tucks it and runs. Breaks a tackle, stiff arms, and will get past the original line of scrimmage and gains about 5 or 6. That's going to be third down and 7 or 8. Good hard run. The pressure was on quickly to Jackson. That's going to be third down and 7 with 3 minutes to go in the opening half. And a timeout taken by Marshfield. We'll do the same. 2:58 to go. Opening half. It is 26-8 Northern Light.
When you need high-quality granite and quartz work for your next project, turn to the Granite Shop. Choose from a wide range of products at our indoor showroom, from fabrication to installation.
To go. Again, a beauty of a pass from Ernest Williams to Trey Griffin on the far side. Got smacked up pretty hard, but was able to hang on to the ball right along the sidelines at about the 33-yard line. And that is where, with 1:57 to go, the Cowboys will have an opportunity here to extend, if possible, their lead. Again, no sign of a place kicker for Northern Light. They have Darren Mackey who does the kickoff duties, but have not seen any PATs. All 2-point conversions so far or 2-point conversion attempts so far this afternoon for the Cowboys. As Williams back in, clock will stop at 1:08, but a flag all the way back near the 38-yard line, and it's going to be a holding on Northern Light. Pressure is on quickly, and the Northern Light offensive lineman holding on the play, so it's going to be. It was 2nd and 7 as the flag markers are moving. Not too sure why, except they had given a first down. Repeat, 2nd down. And a little confusion between the officials and the yard markers on the far side. 1:08 to go. Timeout Northern Light. We'll keep it right here for the last minute and 8 seconds plus this timeout here. But again, the Marshfield Bandits, I believe, back in action in a couple of weeks. July 11th is their next scheduled game. And then after that, we'll see if they play on July 4th next week. That is all to be determined, and we will have that all for you at ZaleskiSports.com. Zaleski Sports on Facebook. As soon as we know, we'll let 38 seconds to go. So a lot of stoppage here in this. Plan for the Bandits here with just under 38 seconds remaining. First quarter. Third down and 10, 26-8 favor of the Cowboys as Schrock leaves the field. Husby, the receiver, to the far side along. So Connor and Clint Husby to the far side, along with Trey Griffin. DeAndre Houston, the receiver, to the near side. Williams back to pass again. Quick across the middle and behind the receiver and incomplete. 4th down and 10 now from the 15-yard line with 10 seconds to go. Again, don't forget to stick around for our Wheelers halftime show. Give you a quick recap of this first half. Give you a schedule update for Zaleski Sports this week. And then get you ready for half number 2 here from Walt Kroll Field in Marshfield. They've scored their last 2 touchdowns on 4th downs has Northern Light. Akeem Peterson, the receiver, to the near side. He plays linebacker on defense. See what they do with Akeem standing here. Williams looking the whole way to Peterson to the back of the end zone. Overthrew him again. Hits the pylon, but falls incomplete with 6 seconds to go. Did not give him a chance to go up and get the ball. And it's a turnover on down with 6 seconds left here in the second quarter. See what most likely Jackson will take a quick knee and end the first half, as the second quarter has taken over an hour to play. .42 to go in the first half. That's Trey Griffin, a 57-yard touchdown reception from Ernest Williams. And then again, Jay Greenhill, a 20-yard touchdown reception on a 4th down and 16 to extend the lead with 6:31 to go in the second half. And then to end the first half, a pick 6 by Jay Greenhill and the 2-point conversion. Thursday, baseball possibly, the second day of July already. It'll be next Thursday. And then Friday back out at SK Speedway. And Saturday is a to be determined as well, all depending on the next game. July 4th already, next Saturday, as the summer flies by here in 2020. 60 days of summer here for Zaleski Sports. We are just about done with our first month already. As mentioned, the summer just flies by every year. Seems like it's continuing to get fast. Is a to be determined as well, all depending on the next game, July 4th. Here this afternoon as get some throws in from Jackson Ott and company. So Again, thank you for tuning in here this afternoon on our Zaleski Sports network of pages. Have 2 games going on. Go check them out. This one and the Marshfield Chaparrals and Sparta live from the Sparta Miller Ball Club, or Ball Diamond, as the Chaparrals looked, I believe the last check is 4-0 in the top of the 4th, I believe, as the Chaps look to go to 6-0 after a very impressive win on Wednesday night, an 11-0 victory over the Pittsville River Bandits. We'll take a 26? Sure. As Jason always says, we're not mathematics, or we're not 34. It's 34-8, though. So it's 26. Yeah. Yeah, that's wrong. Yeah, 34-8 with 2.5 minutes to go in halftime. So that's 26 as we are about to get underway here in half number 2, as our officiating crew is ready to go, as the Northern Light Cowboys are ready to go as well, along with the Marshfield Bandits here to get second half underway. Wheeler Chevrolet Buick GMC has 7 Central Wisconsin locations ready to welcome you. Wheelers with touchless vehicle shopping is simple. Browse online at wheelersgm.com. Create your deal. Take a safe at-home test drive. Schedule your delivery. It's that simple. Wheelers features stress-free and easy financing along with non-commissioned staff or sales staff. Also choose Wheelers for top-notch service, maintenance, tire selection, and body shop. They have not punted yet on their handful of 4th downs so far tonight, or this afternoon. 12:56 to go, third quarter. Just getting going here in the third quarter. 34-8 in favor of Northern Light. A pick 6 to end at that first half. And then the 2-point successful conversion. Dylan Pawn and Victor Williams, I believe, the 2 back to receive the punt attempt from the Cowboys. And a high snap over the head of the punter, and the punt got away just barely, and a fair catch call is going to be caught and taken at the 24-yard line by DJ Zimmerman, and that is where the Bandits will take over. And we've seen it all in all too much here between these two teams. Poor punts attempts from both sides. Just can't get the snap back there to the punter to get them to even attempt tells his quarterback something before the play. DeAndre Houston, the receiver to the near side. Back to pass. Now finds Greenhill on the receiver bubble and has room. Cuts all the way back and into the 10. Tries to cut back inside the 5. Going to be pushed out of bounds. And it's going to be first and goal for the Cowboys as Shane Westerhausen brings down Greenhill. And it's going to be first and goal inside the 5. A couple of quick hitters for Northern Light. The big gain from Trey Griffin, and then the big run there from Jay Greenhill after the catch. On the far side, he caught it, cut all the way back, and got taken out of bounds at the near sideline. 3 receivers to the far side. Hubert with McBride in the backfield. Going to hand it off to Sam up the middle, untouched into the end zone. Touchdown from 5 yards out, and with 5:19 to go, the Stevens Point 19U baseball tomorrow as Schwabenon and Wapaka taking out Stevens Point as they flip it out to Buchanan, and the ball's on the ground, and they say it is a dead ball. Neil Ott came in and laid down a big hit, but looking to go after the ball. Didn't hear the whistle right away, and it's going to be 3rd down and long. 4 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 15. But again, the 19U Summer League baseball season about to start up, which is huge for teams around here. The Marshfield Pride, a team that I covered last night, a 17U team. Last night was their 10th and 11th games of the season. So with under 40 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Closing in on 2:30 here in Marshfield. Steve Mapes alongside Lucas Holheisel here at beautiful Walt Kroll Field. Hot afternoon as the wind picks up just a little bit, but about 82, 83 degrees. I've seen a couple of guys cramping up. 15 seconds to go. Hubert gets it, hands it off to McBride. Cuts back up the middle, has room inside the 10. I believe maybe right inside the 10-yard line. It's going to be 1st down and goal, and that will end the All right. 14:50 to go here in quarter number 4, as it is now 48-16. The 2-point conversion was no good, and the Northern Light Cowboys look to be on their way to win number 1 on the year. This is their first game of the year. Again, being in the Eau Claire area, the Carson Park, along with the Eau Claire Cavaliers. I'm sure the Eau Claire Express, too. I don't even know. I think the Eau Claire Express have scrubbed their season in the Northwoods League. So Northern Light and the Cavaliers, Eau Claire Cavaliers, in the same baseball mantra of the Marshfield Chaparrals, are not allowed to host a home game this year